Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shut Door or Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 50 of Direwolf20's 1.19 mod pack, and today we have 8 of these Gourmelius flowers. All of them are munching down on cheeseburgers left and right here, and we're generating mana. It's not a whole lot of mana. To be frank, the Gourmeliuses aren't really the greatest flower, apparently. I mean, I thought they would be pretty cool just to automate and see how they work, because I've never actually automated these. I actually don't think I've ever automated a Botania flower properly, so this was kind of just a cool experiment, and it is working. You know, we're getting a decent chunk of mana. Having more of these is probably a better idea, but for now, let's see what else we can do here. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit real fast, because I don't think we need really any of this stuff. Alright. And we can turn our magnet back on. All of the cheeseburgers should be properly filtered. Alright, so I think Terrasteel is kind of where we want to end up by the end of this episode. So, there is a whole bunch of trinkets and stuff, of course, with Botania, like the Globetrotter Sash, or the Sojourner Sash, which I believe becomes the Globetrotter Sash, which is the better tier. What is this? Plain Strider? Huh. Interesting. But yeah, so there's some trinkets and stuff, pendants, whole bunch of different rings of magnetization. Yeah, just some pretty cool stuff, right? There's also like Drum of the Wild. Let's see. Yeah, it clears out plants, basically, flowers and all that stuff. The Botanical Brewery, if you wanted to make potions that have more than one use, means that you can use them more than once. There is, of course, mana pylons, which are pretty cool because these would actually allow you to enchant default. I don't know if Apotheosis has any actual care for these. Oh, it actually does. Eternia. Okay, that's pretty cool. But yeah, these by default would actually help you get to level 30 quicker. They look a little nicer. I think you need less of them. So that's pretty cool. For an enchanting table. What is this? Living Wood Altar? Huh. That's an interesting one. So that's something new. Whatever this thing is. Oh. Okay, how do we make this? Hold on. Because it's been raining a lot. But I don't know if I have any sunflowers, in all honesty. I don't have any in here. There's none in there. I thought I had some. Well, I may not. Actually, no, they're in here. Aha. They're in one of these things. Okay, and then we need mana cloth. I'm going to assume that this is... Oh, mana weave is what it's called. So we need mana infused stuff. So we need 2 pieces, so we need 8 string in total. And we can just drop this in here. Perfect. Make this. Let's see here. So the recipe is just this. And we should be able to just set this bad boy down, and it should help prevent bad weather. Okay. I don't think it needs mana. Oh, wait, so you could actually detect bad weather. So if you wanted to, you could actually kind of set up an automation to prevent it from raining. That is actually pretty cool. I actually kind of want to look at that. So if we... Oh, well, I don't really know if I have a good spot to put this down. But if we put this down and we have a comparator, right? So it shouldn't light up. And if we do just a wireless... let's go phytogenic insulator with sunflower. Let's see. Sunflowers in this bag. Let's grab a component. Quickly, I'm just doing, you know, just some random stuff. with Botania. You know, I don't think that's really a problem. I think it's kind of fun to see what Botania offers, especially because this is something new. I've never seen this before, so I'm kind of just interested. Taking its sweet time. There we go. All right, so if I did this and I grab a wireless redstone, actually, let's just do laser IO. Because I know the redstone transmitters and stuff have like a delay. And then item user. Put this down. Let's see. Grab a hammer. Should be able to rotate this. There we go. Hopefully that's rotating the right direction. Where's my shrink? Okay. So requires redstone. We'll just put this here. Redstone card input. So there's your input, and your output will be to the left. Strong. And then we will just connect these bad boys. Boom, boom. And then here, we're going to toss all the augments in there. Put a sunflower in here. Grab a flux point and a sink. Nope, that's a flux plug. Flux point, please. I still never automated this. I believe I tried last season automating with this user, and it does not work. I think Click Machine would probably be the best bet, in all honesty, but I don't think that's in here. But I know you could do it with integrated dynamics, but I want to make it simple. I don't know why we have to make it super complicated, right? All right, so power, this and this. Right side, input, output on bottom, auto. Perfect. So now what we should have is this filling up. And it should just right click when it rains. Nice little simple thing. I hope that works. I do think that's an interesting thing, right? All right. So we got sidetracked a little, but that's fine. Still looking at Botania. A spreader turntable. Huh. So if you wanted this to actually, like if you wanted to spread mana to certain points, I guess you could do that. Which would be like, hey, if I want my runic altar to be powered and then not, maybe like point it to a brewery if you had one spreader for some reason, that would be interesting to see. Huh. So this actually looks for like animals. That's pretty cool. There's definitely some cool stuff that I'm honestly interested in looking at. Some of it's just kind of cool to read about. I don't think I would ever really do it. Like here's enchanting with mana. This is a pretty cool system. I know Direwolf20 did a segment on actually making this. I don't need a mana enchanter, but you got 6 different flowers, 6 pylons, 4 mystical flowers, and a lapis block with obsidian under it, and you can do some pretty cool stuff. Of course, it takes a lot of mana and a lot of time. I know that for sure. Here's some mystical items. Plenty of interesting stuff here. A lot of these rods are actually really useful as well. Uses mana to launch its user high in the air. Pretty cool if you want to just yeet yourself across the world. But let's see. So Terrasteel. Terrasteel. And also, if you want to know how to progress through Botania, there is a Botania tab. And this is actually how you unlock stuff in the book. I had to think of the word. These things, the stuff that's locked, will actually be unlocked once you do that. So it's actually pretty cool. So if we actually look at advancements, and we can see that there is a whole bunch of just random stuff, of course, you could look at. Here's sparks. Sparks are something we definitely want to look at sooner or later. Lenses, assembly halo to facilitate crafting. That is actually a pretty cool thing too. I don't fully remember how it works, but I know it's interesting. It's like a crafting table thing, I believe. Here, we can actually look at it. So let's grab a crafting table, an ender pearl. Assembly halo, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so here's like your crafting table. Can you do like a furnace? I can't remember what you can all do with this. Oh no, hold on. It's not a furnace. It's actually if you were able to do this. This is what it does. Right? Yeah, so now I could set this to a furnace, and now I can quickly craft up a furnace. So if I make, for example, um, clear glass, like if I wanted to just grab glass out of here, and I wanted to make the different tiers of glass, so you've got connecting, set that there, and then connecting again, I could do clear, set that there. So if I want a whole bunch of connecting glass, and I grab a whole bunch of clear glass, and I'll end up with, you know, clear glass. It's a really cool thing. This would actually be something really, really useful in the beginning. Of course, I think you can override stuff as well. Can't you? Yeah, just shift right click and it'll remove the recipes. Pretty cool. There's also another Halo. I don't remember what this one does either. Manufactory. Okay, so let's see. Let's just grab a diamond. Let's just look at this. I'm curious. We're still building up mana while we're doing this, so we're not wasting too much time. Okay, so we toss in a diamond. We take this, we take this. So now we have a different type of halo. Okay, what's the difference between this and that? Okay, so let's actually look at this one. So control. The manufactory halo is an upgrade of the assembly halo. Aside from doing all that the assembly halo can do with the manufacturing halo, will, when not held, automatically craft all possible saved recipes. Automatic compression of ores while mining is one of the many applications this upgrade has. So I'm not 100% sure if I understand that. So if I grab some cobblestone, okay, that is awesome. Honestly, that is a pretty cool thing. Huh. So basically it's an auto crafter just in your inventory. So if you were just playing Botania and you had no other real storage options, putting chunks or the raw chunks into the raw form, the gold block form, would save your inventory space, right? So you'd have like a row of all your raw ores, and whenever you pick up a chunk, this could convert it. That's what the book is saying down here. Or if you have like auto smelt on, converting it to storage blocks, vice versa. If you had like compressed cobblestone in here, like this, you know, you could have that as a recipe and convert all your cobblestone into that, right? That is pretty cool. A little nifty tool. I don't think I'll ever use it now because I'm too far into the game, but definitely that would be something I would love to see early game Botania like that. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to get early game. So, let's see. So this is Sparks, basically the wireless transporting of mana. Do we have at Botania applied Botania? Do we have that in here? Is it at applied bot? I don't think we actually have applied Botania in here. which is an interesting mod that I was looking at. Basically, it adds the ability to store mana inside of your AE2 system. It's a pretty cool thing. I was actually just wondering if it's in here. It's not, but that's okay. Yeah, let's keep on looking. So sparks. I mean, we could craft up a spark or two, right? They aren't that expensive. So with sparks, of course, we do have different types of sparks. We have the Corporea, the Master Corporea, and I believe these are all like these two are all item transfer, I believe, which is pretty cool. And I don't have them unlocked to look at them, but yeah, that's pretty nifty. So let's actually grab a couple sparks here. So there we go. We got Live Drive, which is just an enchantment or a advancement here. We should unlock. Okay, it's not gonna let me. But the recipe for these is Mana Steel, Pixie Dust, and Rune of Water, and that's why we need an Elven gateway to actually get any further. So Terrasteel is where we're going here. All right, so let's go back out of this. Here, Terrasteel. So we need a terrestrial agglomeration plate, which is lapis, fire rune, air rune, mana, earth, and water. You got that? We'll actually just look this up. Plate. At Botania plate. I can't spell right now, so we'll also need a block of mana steel. So let's actually just craft up. Oh, I opened the wrong inventory. Alright, so what do we actually have for this? So we don't have a fire rune, rune of mana, or rune of water. So rune of water is mana steel powder. So let's look up mana. So let's grab some of this. Grab some of this. So fishing rod. Fishing rod. I don't actually have a fishing rod in here, which is kind of interesting. I actually don't think I've done fishing in a hot minute. Let's see here. Okay, so that one's not that bad. We'll just need an ender pearl. So sugarcane and bone meal. Let's see. Not bone, but I need bone meal. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mana steel and a pearl. And then this one is netherwort, nether brick, and gunpowder. Fantastic. And then we'll just drop all of it on the ground on accident. And then my sugarcane. Did I actually grab sugar? I did. I need sugar cane, not sugar. And let's grab some living rocks. Let's turn my magnet off just to make this easier for a second. Alright, drop that, smack that. Now we got the rune of water. Let's drop the ender pearl in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, they fell on the ground. Alright. Also, you can right-click with items, by the way. You don't have to drop them whenever it comes to the ones that are in the actual table. The living stone's the only thing I believe you have to drop. I believe. I might be wrong on that one. But I don't think right-clicking this actually does anything, so... Okay, Rune of Mana. And Fire Rune. Man, I love the Gourmelius, though. The cheeseburger thing. Honestly, I came up with this whole system on the fly. I saw there was somebody that did automate some. I believe they actually automated, like, the deluxe cheeseburgers. But it was, like, really complicated, and I didn't follow it. And they kind of, like, took segments out and were like, oh, yeah, I did this off camera. And it was really confusing, so I kind of just winged it and came up with my own kind of thing. Yeah, I don't even know. All right, so the terrestrial augmentation plate. So we need lapis and we need living rock. So we're going to put this bad boy probably right here. Let's actually just lower this into the ground. Also, I just broke that with my hand. Oh, I know why. There is a artifact that I have on. Yeah, I can actually punch through stone. I forgot about having that on. So we also need to have lapis. I believe the things like this. I believe. And you can visualize. Yeah, so it is just living rock. So let's just unvisualize that. And let's grab some lapis. Need one more block of lapis here. Okay. And I'm going to move the runic altar real quick. We're just going to move that right there. And then I believe that should be that. And then for Terrasteel, we need pearl, steel, diamond. So mana, steel. Actually, I already have some on me. So let's grab some diamonds. Let's grab an ender pearl. Okay. So now what we need to do is we just need to toss this, this, and this. Or is it not toss? And then I believe... Yeah, okay, it's going. Alright, so here's going to be the issue. Is we're going to burn through mana very, very quickly here. Like, I mean extremely quickly. You can see how we're just slowly going down. Little by little. Even if these are firing, we're still losing a lot. And there is no actual visual indicator of where this is actually at. These blue things actually have to go into the center, I believe. We should be able to make a Terrasteel ingot with the amount of mana we have, though. Oh man, I like how... I don't remember that actually being a thing, telling you where the mana spreader's linked. I don't remember that. But I like that. And if you wanted to speed this up, I believe having like a velocity lens would probably be the best option. Of course, I don't think we actually have access to lenses. Oh, we do. So maybe... would this speed this up? Basically, a velocity lens increases the actual speed of this beam. So it takes, less time to travel from here to here. There might be a few other lenses that you could actually look at. There's velocity, potency. I don't remember what potency does. Potency lens will double the amount of mana a mana burst can carry. However, the beam travels slower, and after it starts to lose mana, does so at a much faster rate. So each of these, I believe, has like a downside. Yeah, so we lose a little bit more mana. Which, I mean, that's fine. It looks like we are kind of keeping up. What other kind of lenses we got? Resistance. Huh. Go without starting to lose mana. And of course, getting better mana spreaders and stuff in the future is definitely going to be one of the better things. Huh. Interesting. And there's also a whole bunch of other ones, right? Like the boar one, which allows you to mine through blocks with mana, basically. So if you wanted to make a cobble gen, I mean, you could do that with Botania lenses and stuff. Here's like the... Oh, what is this one? These are different. These are new. And we're almost there. You can see it. Tripwire lens? Huh. And I don't have a lot of these unlocked, apparently. There's the flash lens. Interesting, isn't it? Come on, Terrasteel. I don't think I need to do anything, right? It's just taking its sweet time, apparently. Alright, I'm genuinely confused. It took more than 5 minutes, so all of those items despawned. That shouldn't have took more than 5 minutes. So, I'm wondering if I did something wrong. I mean, that's how the book tells you to do it. You drop it on there, you get Terrasteel. Okay, so maybe we need to use a spark then. So let's take this off. Spark, spark. Maybe that's what I did wrong. And I mean, if that is, then fine. Can you not bind these? Or is it going to just kind of figure itself out? I guess they've increased the time since the last time I've done this. But yeah, now we're wasting so much mana. Like, we're out of mana. Which is fantastic. See, I think the problem is that these mana spreaders are slow as well. And I don't think I could actually use sparks on the flowers, right? So let's see. Could I use a spark on a flower? Let's go with this one. No. You cannot. Well, we need better mana production. And I'm not 100% sure where to go with that, because I thought the mana production we had was a decent amount, especially because, you know, I'm using all of these Gormeliuses, but apparently the Gormeliuses kind of suck. Especially with the better type of food. So what I think I'm going to do is hold off on Terrasteel and kind of just figure out better mana. I mean, I know there's a lot of options. And I mean, I could do more Gormeliuses. But there's no real point if they aren't that great. I know thermal lilies are probably one of the best, but they also require lava production. And, you know, they aren't that hard, of course, because you just set a timer on there, make sure lava's not placed down within a certain amount of time, blah, blah, blah. So maybe we need to do that. But I think we're going to do that next episode, since we kind of took up a lot of time and failed making our first 2 pieces of Terrasteel. So next episode, thermal lilies, see what we can do, get some magma crucibles, get a furnace. Magma crucible, get a some sort of placer for fluids, and hopefully we will be able to automate Thermal Lilies to see if we can get 2 types, maybe 3 types of mana production going, and hopefully have enough for Terrasteel. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!